What is going on, guys? How are you all doing today? Hope you guys are doing fantastic as always. As the title of the video suggests, I sort of lost my job, and this video is not designed to be a sob story or me drawing sympathy from anybody. In fact, it's actually kind of the opposite. I'm hoping to potentially comfort others in this very chaotic time in the world, and maybe somebody else is kind of in the same context that I am, or perhaps an even worse context. And the purpose of this video essentially is just designed to, relate to one another. I felt as if it would be really strange if I continued to make YouTube videos on my channel without even mentioning or talking about the coronavirus or COVID-19 crisis that is a global pandemic, unfortunately. And I felt like if I just continued to nonchalantly make videos without even mentioning it, or just as if nothing was going on in the world that was dramatically affecting every one of our lives right now, I thought that would just be kind of awkward. And this has hit me pretty hard personally. I lost my job, and while it's not a permanent job loss, I don't know when I will be getting my job back. A lot of you guys know that I'm a college student. I'm actually finishing up my associate's degree in business administration. I wasn't a full-time college student for some time, but now I'm starting to get a little bit more serious into it and hopefully looking to finish out my bachelor's degree. But a lot of you were wondering, what do I do for work? And I'm actually a photographer for a bunch of different dealerships in my local area. I basically photograph vehicle inventories and things of that nature, and that's kind of like my primary income source. However, obviously, just being a photographer isn't going to cut the costs, to own an M4 and to modify and build one and stuff like that. So I have a number of other side hustles. For one, I would consider me making YouTube videos to be another income source. I do make money off of my YouTube channel, although it's really not a whole lot. And I do have a couple other side hustles that I won't dive deep into on this video, but I just have always made a number of ways to make money for myself in addition to my own job, and that's helped me tremendously over the years. Now, due to the whole coronavirus crisis, most non-essential work is kind of prohibited, or you're basically told to work from home. And being a photographer for a dealership, it's not necessarily an essential job by any means. And so obviously, all the dealerships that I work with told me to basically go home, and until further notice, we'll let you know when things can resume. And so I have no idea when I'll get my job back. And I just bought this BMW M4. I paid about 35 grand for it before taxes and all that other kind of stuff. I did finance a portion of this car, and to be honest, I don't think any of us saw a global pandemic coming in the last 2 or 3 months. And so it's just a very interesting time. There's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of uncertainty with the economy. There's a lot of uncertainty with the job market right now, and just so many things and factors that are going into our lives right now that really can be quite nerve-wracking. And for me, it definitely is, to an extent. While I am confident that I personally will be okay, and again, I'm very just thankful that I'm healthy, my family is healthy, and I think above all, that's the most important thing. Regardless, how can you not be a little bit concerned? When I started my YouTube channel, I always thought that I would, help to differentiate myself amongst others by just kind of letting people into my life a little bit, and also just understanding what I do and what I'm up to, basically. And so that's kind of a big update right now in my personal life. And so if this M4 build does kind of slow down a little bit in the next few months, I hope you guys can understand why, just because a big chunk of my income source has been cut off. But again, I'm confident I'll be okay. I would imagine hopefully in the next, 2 to 3 months at the latest, I'll be working again and everything should be good. Obviously, I have a good amount of money saved up as well. You're not alone in this situation. Perhaps, there could be even more financial hardships than losing a job and stuff. And, I think all of us are going through this together to some extent in one way or another. And so, the best thing we can do is social distance. I know that sounds kind of hypocritical because I'm in the car, but I'm literally just driving around. I don't get out or anything unless if it's to fill gas, and then I go back home. And so what I find quite funny is, I bought the car of my dreams literally days before the state of California was basically told to be on a state of lockdown. And it's just such interesting times we live in. I have so many personal friends that are graduating from college, class of 2020, with their bachelor's degrees, and they're entering a crippling job market right now and an economy that seems like it's on its last legs. So I just can't help but find the times that we're living in very interesting, to say the least. And you know, again, I'm thankful for my health and the health of my friends, my family, and all that kind of stuff. But again, you know, this is just a little bit of an update video to bring you guys into a little bit of what's going on in my life. Not going to get rid of this car. I'm going to do everything in my power to keep it. Fortunately, you know, I do live at home as well. That's another very big factor. I hope you guys were able to enjoy this video and maybe find some sort of comfort or some sort of solace in it. If you guys could give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I always appreciate your viewership. It's such a beautiful day out today. Like, how can you not go on a drive right now, guys? It's just absolutely gorgeous. With all that being said, I will catch you all in the next one. Take it easy.